Hey YouTube, this is DragonKing123706 and I'm really irritated right now, and this is supposed to be a good contest entry for goldmonarky5's contest, but it's been like 3 times and I've been interrupted, so I had to delete the video even though I wanted to just go on cut it with whatever. But anyway, so the video is going to be on my deck that I play right now, and there's still some proxies in there, just two, yeah. And so Gold Monarchy's favorite type of monsters are probably zombies, and I can tell from his videos. So my deck is going to be on my favorite type of monsters, of course, and so I'm going to show it to all you guys out there, and I hope you guys like it. Dark Arm Dragon, win condition, and special summon it with 3 darks. I don't really need to explain what it does, but people that play it are splashing them in all type of dark decks, even though they're supposed to be in decks that are more control based on the graveyard. So zombies would be a really good one, and in my deck it's really good because you can keep control of your graveyard real easy, and you can draw through your deck to get the card that controls the graveyard or gets it to 3 dark monsters, so you can special summon your Dark Arm. Then you have your 2 Chidojas, special summon them, bring ultimate. They just take control of your opponent's monsters, and they're good for being beat sticks just because they I draw a lot with this deck, so they can become really big. So if you combine them to become big beat sticks, they're a win condition, and if you combine them with Jinzo to stop the trap cards your opponent has, then bam, you got yourself a good, easy OTK. So this also contributes to OTKing, or the part of the win condition, but it's not really a win condition in the deck. So next you have Chaos Sorcerer, Light and Dark, remove your opponent's monsters, which is good for removing their big beat stick monsters. You really use it with your Ancient Fairy Dragon or your other light monsters in the deck. And so Cyber Dragon, it's good for summoning your Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon or Chimera Tech Overload Dragon, and so you use Prisma with the Chaos Sorcerer to remove. Or so you summon Prisma, you dump your Cyber Dragon. Cyber Dragon stays in the graveyard for Overload Fusion. Prisma is used for that turn Chimera Tech, or if not, then stays on the field as a useless beat sticks, and then you wait till it gets in the graveyard. Then you go Chaos Sorcerer, or you just make it become a good old food for your Cyber Valleys or Synchro Summoning. Gale, because it's a good tuner. Sangan for searching power, floater, and this is Morphing Jar, so you can get your draw power, your Cyber Valleys, which is your draw power, super draw power. Like, count how many draw powers as I show you through this video. You'll be amazed. Draw power, Dekoichi, 3 Dekoichis, 2 Black Salvos. Get your Dekoichis back to summon for that Ancient Fairy Dragon or that Black Rose to blow up the field if you don't like your field, and Ancient Fairy Dragon to get more advantage and play defense. Cyber Phoenix, because it's a good tech, people. It stops all magic and trap cards from targeting your face-up machines, and there's a lot of machines in this deck. Card Trooper, mill 3, easy to go through your deck, and it's also draw power. When it dies, you draw a card. So guess what? Call the Haunted, Torrential, bam, another extra card. Oh crap, this one's flying everywhere. My favorite, Cannon Soldier, super burn damage with this deck, because this is like going to be my replacement for Darkstrike Fighter, even though I never had one, but it's going to be like a replacement for my super burn damage that can do up to 7,500 life point damage through just burn damage with this card and a few other combos, and I'm going to show you that combo later. So Allure is your draw power. Book of Moons, just because they're good and you need them in this format. Mystical Space Typhoon, Heavy, your spell trap removal, you're taking control of your opponent's monsters, and this one's used for Cyber Valley usually, and Brain Control usually is just used to you know, do all the stuff that Brain Control does. Limiter, because there's a lot of machines in this deck. Machine duplication, this is for usually it's for Cyber Valleys, but you can also use it for Black Salvo if you have a lot of monsters on the field that you can synchro with. Overload, just because you can get out your Chimera Tech. Overdragon, which becomes your win condition. Scapegoat, which becomes floaters, and you use them with your Cyber Valleys to get card advantage. And because they're automatically +4 little goats, so that's always good. My Body stops the JD, stops the Torrential, stops that Mirror Force. You can attack with no worries, and you can set it with no worries. Mirror Force, Torrential, Call, Staples, Destruction, and Revival. And I like it with this one because you can just do it with Card Trooper, or you can do it with Cyber Phoenix and it negates it, or you can do it with Jinzo and it negates it. So then your Jinzo stays on the field, your Cyber Phoenix stays on the field. Then your three Reckless Greeds. It's your draw power. Obviously, look at all that draw power. Count it up. Your 2 Bottomless, because you need it to stop those pesky Lilas. Then you got Return from the Different Dimension. Obviously, it's a super win condition in this deck. If you play it and you still don't win, you stack it to the top of your deck with the Cyber Valleys you bring back, and then you draw it again next turn, and guess what? There you go. You have your OTK all over again. And that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Or you can get your Overload Fusion back to the top of your deck if you need it, or any good card back to the top of your deck, including Heavy Storm or whatever card you need for your OTK. Then it's your super burn damage part. Oh yeah, look at this. Ceasefire. Flip off face down monsters in face up attack mode. Any monsters, all flip effects are not activated, and any monster on the field after all their flip face up has an effect, not flip effect. If they have an effect, if they're an effect monster, your opponent loses 500 life points for each one of them. So guess what? Look at this super combo. It's Cannon Soldier, Scapegoat. Yeah. See what that does there? That does 25. Launch all these, and then launch itself, 25. Bring everything back. Bring 5 monsters back, right? Then you can get at least 25 with Ceasefire if you set it beforehand. Then that's 5,000. And guess what? You probably want to bring back this guy and then launch them all off again. That's 7,500 burn damage that you can do with just, you know, some of these cards. And they replaced my Dark Strike Fighter burn damage that I was gonna use until they banned it. But with all the draw power in this deck, your Tradojas become super big, so they can be huge beat sticks. So save them with your My Body as a Shield and your Jinzo, and you can OTK really fast. And because there's burn damage, there's field wipe, and then there's a lot of draw power, so even if they like trap dash shoot you, it doesn't really matter anymore, just because you can just draw it with your Reckless Greeds, draw it with your Cyber Valleys, with your Morphine Jar. It's crazy. You can draw like a bunch of cards with this deck. So with this deck, you can win. And it's my favorite type of monsters, machines. And zombies are pretty cool, but I like machines better. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this deck. Oh, and for anybody that wants to know, Cannon Soldier is a target for Black Salvo, but there's also another card out there called Blastsphere, which is also a target for Black Salvo, which is good. It could be good in this deck as soon as I get it. So peace out, and I hope you guys enjoyed my video and help me win Gold Monarchy 5's contest. See ya, YouTube.